Hello friends! Welcome to Kids Church at Home. I'm coming to you this week from my kitchen because it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. This week we're going to create something special for Thanksgiving and for you to share with your family. So I hope that you can grab some ingredients and get busy in your kitchen with me to say thanks. Our special shout out this week goes to Abigail and Jackson. I'm wishing you some fun time with your family this weekend. Thanksgiving. It's a pretty special time. It's a time for us to stop and to say thanks. And I bet you there are lots of ways that you have of saying thanks. In fact, there's lots of ways that the Bible even talks about saying thanks. Did you know the Bible says that you could give thanks through song and music? Or maybe you can give thanks through prayer to God. That one I bet you guessed was in the Bible. But also you can give thanks through the way you act towards others. And maybe even you can give thanks through food. So today we're going to give thanks through food because Thanksgiving is kind of a celebration of the harvest, of the bounty that grows out in creation and that feeds us and will feed us through the winter, through the time when creation comes to sleep. And yet we have all this abundance of food left from the summer that will carry us through those times. And so we stop to see that, to notice that, and to give thanks. And I hope that this weekend you will find lots of ways to give thanks through song, through words, through prayer, through food. Maybe you have an extra creative way of saying thanks that you could share with me. So we're going to make something special for our Thanksgiving celebration. And I hope that you can then use this with your family to help make the celebrations. We're going to make little acorns out of some ingredients and some fall leaves, and then you could put those maybe on your Thanksgiving table. Let me show you what I have to make our acorns. This little kit you can find in our take-home bin if you are able to stop by the church, but they're all ingredients that I hope you can find. So I have tiny little round cookies. These ones are ginger snaps. I've also seen chocolate chip ones, vanilla ones, nut butter ones, just little round cookies. I also have some mini chocolate chips in a little bag. I think the bigger ones would also work, but the mini ones look really cute. And then we have a Hershey Kiss. And here is our Hershey Kiss, and these three ingredients together will make our acorn. Now, as an option, I also have some icing here, because to make this acorn with just these three ingredients, we would have to melt the chocolate. So if you can't melt the chocolate, you could also grab some icing and use icing as glue. Hello, Pitch. Are you here to help me too? Excellent. Now, I also have some fall leaves in our little bag. These are oak leaves to go with our acorn, and I couldn't find any oak leaves in the store, so I printed off an oak leaf, and then I cut around it, and I used this to trace on fancy paper so I could have fall colored oak leaves to go with my acorn craft today. And we're going to use these a little bit later. Hello, Toby. You checking things out too? Good. We're going to use these a little bit later when we go to put all of our stuff together. Now, if you can't get an oak leaf, you know what? Any fall leaves would be kind of fun to use. So I found some maple leaves as well from a craft area, and these could work too. They add nice color. Or maybe we add the oak leaves in with the extra maple leaves to add some extra color. So why don't we start with making our acorn? The first thing we're going to need to do, if we're using the chocolate chips as our glue, is melt our chocolate. So I'm going to put my little bag of chocolate chips into a heat-proof container. Oh, wait! Before you put all of those chocolate chips to melt, make sure that you pull out 5 mini chocolate chips because we're going to need them unmelted. I'm going to go make mine on the stove, but you can also put this in a microwave and just do it a few seconds at a time until the chocolate chips have melted almost completely. If they're still a little bit lumpy, that's good. That's when you want to take them out and stir them around, and the heat that's left in the chocolate will finish off melting everything else. So I'm going to go put this on the stove. And while I am waiting for the chocolate to melt, I'm going to grab a plate and start to unwrap some of our chocolate kisses to get ready. So I'm going to put my finished acorns on this plate, and hopefully that will keep them away from the cats. And I'm going to unwrap 5 Hershey Kisses. Okay, here are my 5 Hershey Kisses. I also need 5 of these little round cookies because I'm going to make 5 acorns. And then I'm going to need 5 of these mini chocolate chips. And these are going to be the little tail on the top of the acorn. Okay, I have the things I need to put together to make the acorn, and I have my melted chocolate is all ready. So let's put this together. We're going to grab a little round cookie, and we're going to smooth some of the melted chocolate onto the flat side. Take your Hershey Kiss and stick it on just like that. And then carefully, we're going to turn it over, grab one of our mini chocolate chips, put a little bit of chocolate glue on it, and stick it on as well. And there is our first little acorn. Isn't that cute? They're also really delicious. Let me just wash my hands and then I'll show you how to do it with the icing. So just like using our chocolate as glue, we're just going to use a little bit of royal icing as glue. So I'm going to grab my round cookie and put some of the icing on the flat side. Not too much because the icing is a little bit more slidey than the chocolate. Grab my Hershey Kiss and stick it on. And then turn it on the other side. A little dab of icing. And there goes the little mini chocolate chip. And now we have our 2 acorns. One with using melted chocolate as the glue, and the other one using royal icing as the glue. They are both delicious and they both work really well. Well, I'm going to finish the last 3 of my acorns, and then I'll show you what we can do with the leaves. Well, here they are, and look, they really do look like little acorns. I love seeing acorns in the fall. They remind me that from this tiny little seed, an enormous tree can grow. And that's kind of like gratitude. Did you know that the more times you are thankful and grateful for the things that are around you, the more you are likely to see things that you can be thankful for. So the more that we practice gratitude, the more that we practice saying thanks, the more we start to see things in our life that are a blessing to us. So just like this little acorn, that is a reminder of something that starts really little, but over time and giving it attention and water and nourishment, creation can allow that seed to grow into an enormous tree. A tree that becomes shelter and food and oxygen. It all starts from this tiny little seed, much like our thanks. We can start with a little thanks today. But as we continue to practice that thanks, to nourish that thanks, to give time to saying thanks, the more that gratitude will grow in us. And maybe that gratitude will allow us to be the oak trees for people around us, allow us to be good friends and to help people and to have strength and courage in the storms that come. So let's take these acorns and these leaves and let's practice a little bit of thanks. You'll see on one of my leaves already I have some words. These are things that I am grateful for this Thanksgiving. And I'm going to write a few more thanks and words on my other leaf. And then these leaves, with the things I'm thankful for, will be part of my Thanksgiving decoration. So let me think of a few more things that I'm thankful for. I've named home and friends and fall colors already. I'm also going to name food and music and hugs. And I'm going to name our cats because they bring us so much joy and silliness. What are the things that you name? And maybe you fill in one leaf and you invite your family members to fill in some of the other leaves so that your collection of acorn and oak leaves can be a collection of all of your thanks. Well, I've got it all together now. I've got my oak leaves. I've got my acorns. And I have my Thanksgiving table decorations. I hope that you have some fun making your Thanksgiving decorations and that you have an opportunity, even if it's just with your parents, to celebrate and give thanks this weekend. Because remember, our thanks might start really, really small as an acorn. But the more we practice it, the more opportunities we take to say thanks in whatever way you say thanks, whether it's words or music or creating food or sharing or giving or hugs. Whatever way you practice that thanks, the more you practice it, the more that seed can grow and become a huge tree that will give you strength. Well, my friends, I bless you on this Thanksgiving weekend with these words. May there be love in your heart to give. May there be joy in your heart to share. And may there be strength in your heart to lift others up. Happy Thanksgiving. See ya!